This is a message to the oil companies, to the directors and executives who enrich themselves by selling refined product into the vast market of the United States. I am one of your former employees. I've kept your secrets. I know you have the utmost contempt for politicians of the United States. You rewarded Jerry Ford for his negotiations with the Arabs in 1976 by making him chairman of Santa Fe Drilling. But you laugh in the presence of your engineers that you can keep most politicians in your pocket with a gift of a few football tickets. That, you say, plus a Christmas card from your secretary, keeps them under control. You consider yourselves international players. You consider yourselves above the outdated concerns of nationalism and patriotism. The market, you say, is the only system that rewards a man for his loyalty. The leaders of OPEC, you say, are better friends to the industry than the people of the United States. I am here to remind you that Osama bin Laden has declared an economic war on the United States. He taunts us, saying he will take our money away, which means you have the most to lose. He has attacked your facilities, but nothing to worry about. He only killed a few middle managers. Let the scheme to blow up the tank farm at Kennedy Airport be your wake-up call. Osama bin Laden has encouraged the lunatics of the world for 6 years. President Bush has diverted our resources to Iraq, which sits on a sea of oil. He has made no effort to enter Pakistan and destroy bin Laden because there is no oil in Pakistan. If we had good leadership, I would not be worried, but our president is King Midas in reverse. Everything he touches turns to crap. The United States is like a ship in stormy waters with an inexperienced man making bad decisions at the helm. We lose more men and prestige every month, yet he refuses to run before the wind, and he is putting on sail. In the next year and a half, he will become desperate to save his reputation, and his decisions will become increasingly disastrous. You, the oil companies which sell your product into the United States, are in a position to save or destroy this economy. I insist that you save it. I want you to establish 50% discounts for all independent truckers and businesses which operate vehicles for delivery of products and services. I want you to reduce the price of gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel to half the retail price per gallon for all businesses which operate vehicles, generators, and powered equipment in the United States. And I want to see a reduction in the price of fuel oil and natural gas and automotive fuel for everyone over 60 years of age. And these discounts will stay in place until bin Laden is killed or captured. This may seem like a loss of profits, but it will send a message to the American people that the oil companies are still American, even if it's not true. That you are willing to make a sacrifice to get all that oil in Iraq, that you are willing to reduce the high cost of food, services, and heat to the poor. And I'd like to remind you that while you are all multi-millionaires, 37 to 39 million Americans presently cannot afford to eat 3 meals a day. So the carrot I'm offering is that you, the oil producers and refineries, will reduce your costs of fuel to business accounts and discount your fuel, heating oil, and gas to the elderly, and the people of the United States will despise you less. That's the carrot, but I also have a stick. I know how refineries work. If I do not see these price reductions announced by August and implemented by October, I will inform the Congress publicly of the level of contempt in which they are held by you. I will advise them of certain wastes in the operation of refineries. I will tell the public how you managed to weasel out of cleaning up the soil and groundwater under more than 100 refineries you have abandoned. I will give the Congress no quarter and no choice but to re-regulate. And listen closely. I will publicly propose a system of re-regulation of refined product operations which will reduce United States dependency on foreign oil by 70% in 2 years, by 85% in 5 years, and by 100% in 12 years, with no loss of fuel availability to the U.S. economy, because I know refineries. This would mean a real loss of profits. In the first 2 years, you will spend tens of millions to convert each refinery you presently operate. Then, when 70% of the oil we import from overseas is no longer needed, the world price of oil will fall, and it will continue to fall as our 12-year program to eliminate the purchase of foreign oil becomes increasingly successful. In 2 years, we will drop our daily consumption from 21 million barrels per day to 12 million barrels per day. Eventually, it will decline to 9 million. My advice is simple. Give the business and elderly of the United States a 50% discount. Let the recreational drivers pay full price. Get together and talk, gentlemen. You have a choice. Voluntary price rollbacks of 50% of retail on diesel and gasoline for business, and the same rollback for home heating and automotive fuel for the elderly. Or I will introduce a system of refined product regulation which reduces oil purchases from OPEC by 70% in 2 years and by 100% in 12 years. There goes all that money you spent getting President Bush elected. To the names you are calling me, you can add Quixote.